Yo, what is up? What is going on? Salute to all the good people coming in the building. Please smash that like button. Good morning to everybody coming through. We are live and we are watching the Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is obviously the finale to what has been a dramatic and action packed Formula One season. The race has already begun, and Max Verstappen, who needs to win this race to become a five-time consecutive champion, is in the lead. Oscar Piastri, number three in the championship standings, behind Max by just 4 points, is behind him by 2 seconds. Lando Norris is behind his teammate Oscar Piastri and rival for the championship by 1.7 seconds. So Lando Norris needs to finish no worse than third place in order to win the championship. He is leading in the championship standings by about 12 points, or yep, I think 12 points. But right now he has the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc to contend with. Charles Leclerc is having thus far through 9 laps a great race. He started in P5, he's up to P4, and he is threatening Lando Norris right now. He's behind Lando Norris by about a second. Let me see. Lewis Hamilton is in the pits. Lewis Hamilton started out on soft. He was having a decent race. Let's see what he switches to. But this was a great race. It was a great start to the race. Oscar Piastri was behind Lando Norris in third position, but on the opening lap had a great inside move. Lando Norris was a touch too early on the brakes, and Piastri took advantage. Verstappen and started gaining on the front right tire. So Piastri is now complaining to his engineers that Verstappen is gaining. Oscar Piastri is on hard tires. Max and just about everybody else are on medium tires. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Lewis Hamilton, but Lewis Hamilton is now in P18. I think they gave Lewis Hamilton a time penalty. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's the end of the motorsports season. This really marks the end of it. We're gonna pick back up next season around January, February, March with DTM, WEC endurance racing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be beautiful. Super GT in Japan. I think that comes back in like May. We're gonna cover all the motorsport, all the top, all the top motorsport leagues in the world. We're also gonna do rally. I'm not sure if I want to do World Rally Championship next year. You know, World Rally is pretty cool, but it doesn't really. I think it's lost a bit of its step when you talk about personifying true rally, because true rally is about chaos but controlled. You know what I'm saying? We might be focusing more on the Caribbean rallies, more about local rallies. But right now, back to the race. Charles Leclerc continuing to threaten Lando Norris. He's behind Lando by zero point 0.8 seconds. Going down to the rest of the race, George Russell of the Mercedes is in fifth. Fernando Alonso, the legend who is driving for Aston Martin, is in sixth. Kick Sabor of Nico Hulkenberg, who had that unfortunate accident last week, I believe on the second lap, is in seven. Isaac Kajar of the Racing Bull is in eight. Esteban Ocon of the Haas American car is in nine, and Yuki Tsunoda is in 10. Let's see, back to the front of the race. Number four, P4, Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Still gaining on Lando Norris. Everybody is on about 10 lap old tires. We are in lap 11. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy. Crush the OG, and salute to my guy Mad Chad, man. Thank you so much for coming through, as well as McSmithers. McSmithers came through early. Right now, we're just through the first 10 laps of the race. Everybody's operation has looked smooth thus far, except the Ferraris, of course. Lewis Hamilton had to fall all the way back to P18 off of another bullshit ass time penalty for whatever the FIA said he did. We are in the beautiful city of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Right now, if you're Lando Norris, you're just trying to hold on to that P3. And if I'm Lando, as soon as Max comes into the pit, I'm coming in the pit. My objective is not even to win the race. I'm trying to finish third. You know what I'm saying? If you're Lando, I mean, obviously Lando is a very competitive chap, but still, you gotta have priorities, and your priority is to win a fucking championship. That's crazy, Mad Chat. What happened in that Pitbull fight? I didn't even watch the. I saw a clip of Lamont Roach getting dropped, but I didn't even stay to watch the fight. What happened? Matter of fact, I didn't watch none of those fights. I was too focused on football yesterday. Shout out to Indiana, man. Hey, Mad Chat, Indiana got it done. Oh wow, it was a draw. Hey man, y'all got to give Pitbull his props, or y'all got to come for Grease Boy. Maybe Lamont Roach wasn't that good. Crush the OG. Okay, I see. I see. B3 literally said that would happen on Mad Chat. He literally said is Lamont Roach will probably get jobbed. Yeah, I seen Frank Martin put my fellow island brother, my fellow island boy, Rancis Bartholomew to bed. Something violent. It was nasty to see. Nasty. Let's see. Charles Leclerc is beginning to lose pace a little bit. He's now falling back to. Oh, Charles Leclerc had a bit of a lockup. Damn, he fell back by another point 0.2 seconds. Come on, Ferraris, y'all got to get it together. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Crushed OG. Yeah. But one second, let me drop Ferrari's this is the Ferrari anthem for me.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never, you know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired. You are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
Yeah, the Ferraris are not looking terrible today, but they are not doing good enough. And Oscar Piastri is now behind Max Verstappen, the leader of the race, by 1.5 seconds, beginning to shorten up that pace behind him. And Lando, it's not looking good for Lando. I don't like what I'm seeing from Lando. He's falling back behind them by 3.2 seconds. Well, I mean, I can't say that because Lando is again, Lando just needs to finish third to win the championship. So he can settle back into that pace behind the two lead cars. He just has to watch out for his for the guy in P4 who might be threatening him. And in this case, that is the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and he has looked like buns. Or not. You know what? That's not fair. That's not fair. He hasn't looked like buns, but the car is not performing, and it looks like he's about to fall back to he's about to fall behind Lando Norris by 2 seconds. If you are Lando Norris, that is music to your ears. Salute to my guy D Free. Thank you so much for coming through. Please smash that like button to everybody that comes through. Whoa, Crush the OG. That was crazy. You said he starched his ass. Whoa. But yeah. I saw what Frank did. Frank did the Island Boy nasty. I didn't think that was right. The way how he just violently turned his lights out. I mean, he unplugged his cord, took the batteries out of that boy. I mean, it was just violent. Oscar Piastri continuing to get closer to Max Verstappen now. Now behind about 1.5 seconds. They're probably gonna pit, or yeah, they're probably gonna pit in the next within the next 10 laps. They're currently in lap 16. Wait, did hold on, did somebody, no, the McLarens didn't pit. I don't know what that was about. Charles Leclerc is now behind Lando Norris by 2.1 seconds. Any Americans race F1? No. There is an American F1 team, Max, or excuse me, Mad Chad. There's there's the Haas team. I forget the name of their founder, but their founder was an American whose last name was Haas. But no, right now there's no Americans that are actually driving any of these cars. Next year, Mad Chad, though, we're gonna have Cadillac is coming to F1. You know what I'm saying? And they have an IndyCar driver. I can't remember his name. But he's essentially looked at as an American prodigy. They got him right now racing in F3 so that he can get his FIA license to come race for the Cadillac team in F1. So absolutely, man. You know, it's exciting to see America is getting back into the swing of things. That um we're gonna be beating these Italians over the head. Yes, sir. Respect to Walter Payton. Respect to Sweetness. One of the greats. And Lando Norris comes into the pit. Charles Leclerc comes into the pit. Charles Leclerc comes into the pit. And let's see, how far will Lando Norris fall? Lando Norris falls to P5. Oh, and this is exactly what Red Bull wanted. Yuki Tsunoda, Max Verstappen's Red Bull teammate, is now into P4, and Lando Norris has fallen all the way to P9. Now, obviously, that is going to change very soon. We are in lap 17. Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri. The top 8 drivers have not pit yet. However, there is an 18-second gap between Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda. From what I've seen, it's probably going to be about a 25-second. Guys are probably going to spend at least 25 seconds in the pits today. So Max may have a chance, but he has Oscar Piastri and that McLaren on his ass, bro. So it's just really tough. Like, this is one of those races you really gotta just, you gotta take chances, and you gotta be risky with your strategy sometimes. But if you're Oscar, man, I mean, if Max goes into those pits, I'm staying out there for at least another. I might stay out on those hard tires at least till lap 30. Yeah, shout out to Randy Moss, man. Shout out to all the black NASCAR owners. Shout out to Michael Jordan taking NASCAR to court. It's not on the moving brake. I don't know what it is. Literally so George Russell is complaining like the little punk he is. Oh, Lando Norris already taking back spots. He overtakes Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes and moves up into P8. Lando Norris beginning to hunt back his position. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate you. I know it's early as hell. These races over there in the UAE just started about 30 minutes ago. Please smash that like button. I appreciate everybody that comes through, man. Oscar Piastri still behind Max Verstappen by about 1.6 seconds. Oscar is trying to walk down Max, but it's not looking good. Esteban Ocon has fallen back to 21.1 seconds behind Oscar Piastri. So if I'm Max, I would really want to pit right now. I think I would pit in the next two laps. Yeah, it is a huge difference to make up. It's not insurmountable though, man, Chad. Like 1.6 seconds, it might take you 10 to 15 laps depending on. Okay, well, let me say if you're behind Max Verstappen by 1.6 seconds, it might take you might never get around him. You might just have to wait for him to pit and then try to ride it out and gain a bit of a lead for then so that you could then pit and then maybe try to walk him down on some hard tires later. He's getting nervous about us, Oscar. Let's push him off. So, the McLaren drivers are talking they shit. They saying Verstappen's getting nervous. They're telling Oscar Piastri to keep putting that pressure on him, but Oscar's now falling back to 1.8 seconds behind Verstappen. We are into lap 20. Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen have yet to pit. The two race leaders are currently in front of Esteban Ocon by over 20 seconds. And Esteban Ocon is just pit. Esteban Ocon is just pit. And they back to Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is attempting, and he's gonna go side by side with George Russell down the pit straight. He gets the lead, or excuse me, rather, he gets up in the P5. Charles Leclerc gets up in the P5, or excuse me, P7. And excuse me, I said George Russell. That was Lance Stroll who he passed. Unbelievable moves by Charles Leclerc. But right now, Yuki Tsunoda for the Red Bull, 23 seconds behind Oscar Piastri. This might be the most ideal time for Red Bull to pit, but Lando Norris is hunting. Lando Norris is 3 seconds behind Yuki Tsunoda. If I am Red Bull, I would pit right now. I would bite the bullet. That is what the people are looking at. When will Max Verstappen pit? Looking at the rest of the race, Lewis Hamilton has climbed his way all the way back from P18. He is now into P10. He's behind Kimi Antonelli in his former race team, Mercedes. He's behind the kid, Kimi Antonelli, the 19-year-old, by zero point 0.4 seconds. Can Lewis Hamilton? I'm not going to say can Lewis Hamilton make it to the podium. I don't think the Ferrari car is good enough. However, can he continue to kick ass and just look good out there. Lando Norris is now behind Yuki Tsunoda by 2.4 seconds, down from 3 seconds. If you are Red Bull, I think you need to pit. We expect Norris to be in DRS within one lap. All you when he catches. So the Red Bull engineers are telling Yuki Tsunoda he's probably going to lose his position within the next 1 or 2 laps. Salute to my brother B3 Picks, man. Salute to B3 Picks. Let me drop the link, man. Anybody want to come up, talk football or the events of boxing yesterday? You could feel free to, man. It's no problem. Hope everybody's having a happy Sunday, man. Salute to my guy B3 Pick. Smash the like button, like B3 like to say. We working. Yuki Tsunoda now behind Oscar Piastri by 24 seconds. I know what to do, so leave me to it. So Yuki Tsunoda is telling the Red Bull engineers to shut the fuck up. I am trying to hold this man off. He understands his position is to try to uh, um clear the way for Max Verstappen's championship, and that is right now. Yuki has got to show some balls, man. He's got to show that he at least has the ability to be a great defensive driver against an unbelievable driver like Lando Norris. The distance between Oscar Piastri and Yuki Tsunoda, which is position 2 and position 3, is now 24 seconds. I don't know if Red Bull is waiting for Piastri to pit and then they'll go in. I don't think that's very smart. Lando Norris is now behind Tsunoda by 1.2 seconds. Right now, Max Verstappen is on medium tires. Piastri, Tsunoda, Norris are on hard tires. Right now, it's a bit of a battle taking place between Lewis Hamilton, P9, Kimi Antonelli, P8. Leclerc is only 1.4 seconds behind Norris. So they're paying attention to that battle, or excuse me, they're making sure to pay attention to Charles Leclerc and that Ferrari. However, Lando Norris is now the next time they go down that pit straight, Lando Norris is gonna pass Yuki Tsunoda. He's now behind the Red Bull by point 0.4 seconds. We're into lap 23. I really question the strategy of not allowing Max Verstappen to pit right now when Yuki has such a huge. Oh, and Lando Norris is going to go wheel to wheel and pass Yuki Tsunoda. So now, if you are Red Bull, I mean, you should have just. I mean, like, I really don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Lando Norris is in the P3. He is behind his teammate Oscar Piastri by 24.7 seconds. 24.9 now. And Max Verstappen finally comes into the pits. I seriously question the strategy of allowing Oscar to pass Yuki. However, Max is now leading Lando by 27 seconds. Max is coming out the pits, and it looks like he's going to be pretty safe in P2. It doesn't look like Lando Norris is going to be able to threaten him. Okay, you've got the clear air, but Oscar Piastri is now into P1. Oscar has not pit yet. He will more than likely be giving back that position to Max Verstappen. And I also got a question, why Oscar Piastri didn't pit. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a beautiful overtake by Oscar Piastri of Yuki Tsunoda. I think everybody saw that coming. Yuki just does not have the skill to stave off somebody like that. Max Verstappen behind Oscar Piastri by 19 seconds. But when will Piastri pit? That is the question. We are in the lap 24. Lando Norris is behind Max Verstappen by 5 seconds. That gap continues to widen. Zach Brown looking extremely nervous, if you ask me. He, McLaren already locked up that constructors championships about 5 races ago. They're not concerned about that. They want one of their drivers to win this championship, though. And Max is beginning to walk down Oscar Piastri a bit. The gap shortens by not from 19 to 18 seconds. And Piastri has yet to pit. Piastri is on those hard tires. He's been on those hard tires since lap one. Come on, Charles Leclerc. Do something, man. I mean, show some nuts, Charles Leclerc. Come on. Lewis Hamilton. Wow, I wasn't paying attention. Lewis Hamilton passes Kimi Antonelli and moves up into P18, or excuse me, P8. And Charlotte, damn man, Yuki is getting passed by everybody. I just think it's pretty embarrassing for you if you're Yuki. I mean, you got to do better. If Max can perform better than you, and I mean, if Max is performing this good in this same car, I mean, what's your excuse, Yuki? Then again, to be fair, Yuki is on old tires. And, mm, and Yuki Tsunoda for the Red Bulls is now under investigation. He did slightly force Lando Norris off the track a bit. I don't, however, believe he will be assessed a time penalty. Lando Norris did still have one wheeled over the white line, so I don't think I just think no harm, no foul. Yuki is doing his job. He's let me see incident under that. Oh, okay, so now that incident is under investigation. I think the investigation is fair. I'll say that because if Charles Leclerc had decided to hold his line, there might have been damage on his car from an impact. Max Verstappen continuing to try and walk down Oscar Piastri. He's behind him now by 17 seconds into lap 26. Both Max and Oscar are on hard tires. Into lap 27. Oscar has yet to pit. If you're Oscar Piastri, I think you just bite the bullet right now. I mean, you're not the gap between you and Max is not widening. Oh, it is beautiful out there tonight in Abu Dhabi. Over 100,000 people are attending this race currently. Oh man, that is just a beautiful course. Charles Leclerc once again puts up the fastest lap time, minute 28 seconds. Max Verstappen now behind Oscar Piastri by 16.8 seconds, continuing to walk him down. Let's check on what Lewis Hamilton is doing. Lewis Hamilton of the Ferraris in P8 behind the Silver Spoon Kid, Lance Stroll, by 1.2 seconds. Then he has his old rival and old McLaren teammate, Fernando Alonso, behind him by 1.4 seconds. Then down in P11 and P12, we have the Kick Sabor cars. So Leclerc is behind Lando Norris by 1.8 seconds, and the Ferrari engineers are extremely happy with that. But the Kick Sabor cars of Nico Hulkenberg and I think Valtteri Bottas, or no. What's the name of the other driver for Kick Sabor? Kick Sabor. Hold on a sec. Why can't I remember his name? That's crazy. Gabriel Bortoleto, excuse me. Yep. So Gabriel Bortoleto and Nico Hulkenberg are in P11 and P12 for the Kicks Aboard cars. Kicks Aboard, this is obviously their last season. Whoa! Fernando Alonso with a beautiful overtake of Kimi Antonelli. The Mercedes car is just not performing too well today. They're gonna have to. Well, this is the last race, so and not only that, they're changing the rules, moving to new cars next year, so they ain't got to do nothing. They just got to do better. And right now, Yuki Tsunoda is under pressure about from one of the Mercedes of George Russell. It's behind him by point 0.5 seconds. Max Verstappen continuing to gain on the leader, now behind Oscar Piastri by 15.7 seconds. We are into lap 28. But I was just saying, this is gonna be the last season for the Kick Sabor team. Audi is coming in and buying them out. Obviously, we also know Cadillac is coming in. I forget which team is Cadillac replacing. I forget. They might just add two more drivers to the 20 driver course. But we are in the lap 29. Oscar Piastri, the race leader, has yet to pit, and Max Verstappen just continues to get closer and closer to him. Beautiful, beautiful cars, man. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Whatever you believe, Merry Christmas to you. Christmas is a beautiful time of year, man. Esteban Ocon, we have a race position change. Esteban Ocon of the Haas car moves up in the P12. Cadillac Indy Drive. Then by the way, Matt Chat, if you're still in here, the name of that American driver in F1 is Colton. Hold on, Colton Herta. Excuse me, yeah, Colton Herta. Okay, kid is considered to be something of a prodigy. Salute to Vamos Gatos, my guy, man. Smash the like button. Thank you for coming through. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. My OG Crush, OG Mad Chad, my brother B3, my brother Vamos Gatos, everybody that comes through. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure to head over to Full Throttle Frequency. If you haven't as of yet, just smash the like button over there, subscribe. Let me drop the link. Salutes to B3 Picks. B3 Picks now owes me a friendly $100 after Devin Haney destroyed Brian Norman, and then we saw Indiana get whooped. Well, I ain't gonna say whooped, but get beat. Or excuse me, rather, we saw Ohio State get beat by Indiana. Friendly 50s all coming my way. Yep. VA went to Charlotte and they lost to Duke. But back to the race. Max Verstappen is behind the race leader, Oscar Piastri, by 13 seconds. And if you are Lando Norris, you are feeling pretty good right now as you are in lap 31. And the only guy who really has a chance of threatening you for P3 is Charles Leclerc. And that Ferrari car just has not shown that he's good enough. Right now, in their current positions, Lando Norris would win the championship by 423 points. His teammate Piastri 417 and Max 414. If Piastri would have finished one, Max two, and Lando three. You did say that. You did say that. You did say that. Well, we gotta see. We gotta see. Frilio of D. It's Selection Sunday. There's some people saying that Miami has a case to jump Notre Dame. Let me see. What time does Selection Sunday start? And let me take a look at these rankings. Oh, and Max Verstappen in the pit. No, that's Charles Leclerc. No, excuse me. That's Lewis Hamilton of the Ferraris. Lewis Hamilton of the Ferraris is in the pits. And Charles Leclerc continues to fall behind by 3.2 seconds now of Lando Norris. So let me see. Yeah, Notre Dame is probably safe. Yeah, Notre Dame probably safe looking at it. At best, what might happen is Alabama might get kicked out of the top 10, and then they slide BYU and let Miami come in at 10. They're probably gonna put Notre Dame at number 9. So you are factually correct, Thrillio. They did make it to the playoffs. They probably are gonna make it to the playoffs. Oscar Piastri is on 33 lap old tires. Max Verstappen is behind him by 11 seconds, and Max just put up the fastest lap of the race. Yuki Tsunoda is coming into the pits. Yuki Tsunoda is also being assessed a 5-second time penalty for an illegal move where at least they think he was trying to force um they believe he was trying to force Lando Norris's McLaren off the track. I told you B3. I told you what boxing does, man. Boxing betting is like a knife in the ribs. I literally told you that. It's like a knife right in the gut. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Race continues on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smash that like button. We are 34 laps into the Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is the finale. This is where we find out who is going to be the champion of the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen continuing to gain on the leader, not by he's now behind him by 9 seconds, man. Max Verstappen is just truly one of them ones. I just have no words for the performances he puts up in consistently in these cars. I don't think anything is gonna change when they move from the Honda to the. I think they're moving to BMW engines. I think they could be moving to Ferrari engines, but nonetheless, I don't think that's gonna matter. Max Verstappen is just simply one of them ones. And if you're I believe was foolish. I believe it was foolhardy. Exactly, D Frilio. I mean, that was gonna be another friendly 50 from B3 coming to my pocket because B3 said Jennebeck was gonna put Laura to sleep. My bad, y'all. I'm typing. I'm doing something in the background. So if I get quiet, I'm just trying to finish this, and I'm gonna be right back to the race. My bad. I'm back. I'm back. Man, we 37 laps in. Max Verstappen continuing to hunt. I don't know what Oscar Piastri's plan was, but right now, Key is on beat up tires. So Lando beginning to complain about the condition of those tires. He's probably going to be pitting somewhere between lap 39 and 45. I mean, if you're Lando, the question was, what are you even racing for tonight? Are you racing to win? Do you race to try and help your teammate win a championship? Max Verstappen now behind Piastri by 5.2 seconds with 37 laps in. We're obviously focusing in on that championship battle between the two McLarens and the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. And they're getting the tires ready for Oscar Piastri to come into the pits. And if you land on Norris, you are in heaven. Max Verstappen just put up another fastest lap time of the race, a minute 27 seconds, point 7. If you land on Norris, you're in heaven. Right now, you are exactly where you want to be. Lando Norris just needs to finish in third to win the race. And Charles Leclerc in that Ferrari has looked like how Ferrari typically
You
looks.
are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never, you know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired. You are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
Ferrari looking like the typical disappointments that they are. Lewis Hamilton is in P14. And Charles Leclerc has not been able to threaten that car of Lando Norris for P3. Max is obviously hoping and praying that Charles Leclerc can put a dent in that placement of Lando Norris. As the gap between Verstappen and Lando Norris continues to widen, Norris is now behind Max by 6.4 seconds. And I think Lando is going to have to pit before Max if anybody pits the rest of the way. Please smash the like button. If you're coming in the building, smash that like button, man. I appreciate you. This is the finale of the Formula One season. Epic championship race time. I mean, epic stuff. We in the lap 39. Max Verstappen has walked down Oscar Piastri. He's now behind Piastri by less than 3 seconds. Ugh. Christmas is here. Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. If you over here at Democracy 101, please hit the link. Head on over to Full Throttle Frequency, subscribe, and please smash the like button over there as well, man. I appreciate all the support that comes my way. Charles Leclerc is now into the pits. That is not good news if you are Max Verstappen. There are 18 laps left to go in this race, and George Russell is behind is behind Charles Leclerc by 18 seconds. Damn, man, this is gonna be real interesting. If you're Lando Norris, he did stop the old man, Papa Smoke. He did stop the old man, Papa Smoke. He put the island boy to bed. It was painful to see. I was rooting for the island boy, Rancis Bartholomew. Max Verstappen is now behind Oscar Piastri by less than a second. The two race leaders. Max is now behind him by zero point 0.8 seconds, zero point 0.7 seconds. When they head back down the pit straight lane, Max is going to overtake him. They're now down the pit straight. Max behind him by zero point 0.6 seconds. He's not close enough. He's not close enough. When they come around turn 5, and now Lando Norris into the pits. Lando Norris is into the pits. George Russell is behind Lando by 26 seconds. I think Lando is safe. I believe Lando Norris is safe, but to the lead. Max Verstappen now going for the inside move, and he overtakes Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen. We watched him walk down Oscar Piastri for all the way from lap 22, and he walks him down and takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max Verstappen now into the lead of this race. It all comes down to the position of where Lando Norris is going to finish this race at. At this current moment, George Russell is behind Lando Norris, by 4.8 seconds. Max Verstappen needs Lando Norris to finish worse than third place in order for him to secure his fifth championship. I do not believe that George Russell has the car to unseat Lando Norris from P3. And let's see who's coming into the pits. Is that Oscar Piastri is going to come into the pits? And if you are Max Verstappen, that is absolute heartbreak. But there is 28 seconds between Oscar and Lando. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, I think Lando is going to be safe. Or excuse me, I think Oscar is going to be safe coming out the pits. But still, if you are Max Verstappen, man, this is just not good to see. This is just not good stuff to see. Charles Leclerc is threatening that Mercedes of George Russell. He's behind him by zero point 0.4 seconds. And I'm gonna be honest, barring a race tragedy, barring some type of incident or some type of malfunction on that McLaren car, I believe that Oscar Piastri is going to, or excuse me, I believe Lando Norris is going to finish in third place of this race. And I believe he is going to secure his first ever driver's championship in his Formula One racing career. And Charles Leclerc makes the move and he overtakes George Russell. So now Charles Leclerc is behind Lando Norris by 4.6 seconds. We just have 14 laps to go in this race. Can Charles Leclerc do the unthinkable and spoil Lando Norris's dream of becoming a Formula One driver's champion? We now have 15 laps to go in this race. This is epic stuff. Max Verstappen is safely in the lead. He is ahead of Oscar Piastri by 24 seconds. And Lando Norris is behind his teammate in P3 by 4.7 seconds. Charles Leclerc is behind the McLaren by 5 seconds. I think Lando Norris has secured and locked up his title. However, Charles Leclerc just put up the fastest lap time of 1 minute 27 seconds point 5. He's behind Lando Norris now by 4.9 seconds. Can he continue to threaten Lewis Hamilton? Let's see what happens. Lewis Hamilton pulls. Did he pull off an? Yes, it looks like Lewis Hamilton pulled off an unbelievable move over the kick Sabor car of Nico Hulkenberg and overtakes him to move up in the P10. If you are in the building, once again, man, please smash the like button. I appreciate everybody so much. And Lewis Hamilton, the black man from Grenada, the black man from Britain, the black man whose father is from Grenada, passes Bortoleto for kick Sabor, moves up in the P9. Charles Leclerc behind by 4.6 seconds now. There are 14 laps to go in this race. So Verstappen's people are telling him he is pretty safe into P1. Charles Leclerc once again puts up another fastest lap time, a minute 26.9. The first minute 27, their first sub minute 27 lap time of this race. Charles Leclerc is continuing to get closer to Lando Norris. Can the Ferraris for once not look like a failure? Can the Ferraris do the unthinkable and add the extra drama to this race? Yuki Tsunoda, unfortunately, has been a failure. The Jap, has not been able to keep the distance. Damn. Lewis Hamilton is going fed right now. Lewis Hamilton is on the ass of the kid, Ollie Behrman, Piastri. So Verstappen is on your pit stop. Da 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 da. So Piastri is discussing if Max Verstappen is going to pit. I don't think he will with 13 laps to go in this race. And salute to B3 Picks. B3 Picks is in the building. B3, how you doing this blessed Sunday morning? I don't know if my brother B3 Picks can hear me, but salute to B3 Picks. The lap continues. Max Verstappen is on 21 lap old tires. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris are in P2 and P3. Charles Leclerc continuing to threaten Lando Norris, who's in P3. Lando Norris needs to finish in P3 in order to lock up his first ever Formula One Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc continuing to gain. Now behind Lando Norris by 4.2 seconds. We are now in the lap 46. There are 12 laps to go in this race. And Lewis Hamilton continuing to go fed. Lewis Hamilton overtakes the kid, Ollie Behrman, in the Haas car. And no, Behrman takes back the position. Behrman takes back the position. A little battle going on for P8. Lewis Hamilton takes back the position now. Them niggas going toe to toe in the P8. B3 Picks, how you doing this morning, my brother? How you doing?
Listen, man, I'm blessed by God, even though everything is not great. But even still, I'm up working. Um, I had a lovely Hispanic young lady make me an excellent turkey, egg, and cheese sandwich. It only cost me
Bodega.
five. It only cost me $5. Yeah, shout out to the Toasty spot. It's called Toasties.
Salute to the bodega workers.
Listen, beautiful people, man.
Absolutely.
But I was before I get into all my stuff, man. Break it down. How's Verstappen looking, and what's his prospects for breaking history?
Verstappen is in the lead of this race. He is looking amazing. He is leading by 21 seconds. However, Lando Norris, the championship leader, Max needs him to finish under P3 in order for Max to secure the championship. If Norris for the McLarens finishes in third place, then he secures his first ever Formula One championship. However, the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc is continuing to gain on Lando Norris ever so slightly every lap. There are 11 laps to go in the Formula One season. Epic, epic stuff.
Do you think the other drivers they just want to is do they care like or what's your thoughts on everything like other crews do they care
Well, the
about him breaking the record or how does that work? Do they want to see him not break it so they may let Lando Norris win? What's your thoughts? Not
that
win,
all
but
that all comes
positioning. What's your
down
thoughts?
that all comes down to the
Six
relationships
involved?
between. Can you hear me?
Yeah, cook
Can you
on it,
hear me,
bro.
B3?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I was just saying that
Yeah,
all
I can hear
comes
you.
down to that all comes down to the relationship between drivers. I've seen it in the past where Lewis Hamilton, his teammate when he was with Mercedes, Nico Rosberg, he was in the lead for the championships, and I think Lewis needed him to finish less than fourth, and so Lewis was trying to slow down to make other cars overtake him, and I can't remember if I think Fernando Alonso got involved somehow and was trying to block the other cars behind Nico Rosberg. So you see stuff like that happen sometimes, but I don't think that's going to happen today. The other cars
I
are just
mean,
trying to the other cars are just trying to have good results to end the season. They're just trying to, what I'm saying, put up good times and essentially they're auditioning for their next jobs next season.
okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Well, Lando
everybody
Norris,
just
what
trying to
spot is
look
he in
good
now?
today.
What's his position?
Lando Norris is in P3. He is in the perfect position, and I don't believe Charles Leclerc is going to be able to overtake him. I think Charles Leclerc, or excuse me, I think Lando Norris for the McLarens has already locked up this championship. But the race is
Wow,
going to
he's looking
continue.
good.
Yeah,
Wow.
unless some type of tragedy happens, unless something happens to his gearbox or some other mechanical failure, I don't see Lando Norris losing this position of P3.
Now, how many laps we got left, and at any potential stops that could what's your thoughts? Like, I mean, pit stops. Does Verstappen need to stop? Does Lando need to stop?
There
Talk to
are
me.
9 laps to go in this race. Max Verstappen is on, I think, 25 lap old tires, which is pretty bad. However, he has a 19-point lead, or excuse me, a 19-second lead. I don't think he's going to pit the rest of the way. He's going to take the risk. Whereas Piastri and Norris are on fresh tires, and Charles Leclerc.
Okay. Shout out to Piastri. So where is he gonna finish? Like probably second or third this year?
He is going to finish third in the championship race and second in this
Okay.
race. So good results for the 22-year-old from Australia. But Lando Norris is going to be able to call himself a champion. All those years, B3. All those years when he was a kid, having posters on his wall, dreaming of the champagne shower, dreaming of calling himself a champion, like the Lewis Hamilton who was a champion, like the Michael Schumacher who was a champion, like the Max Verstappen who was a champion. His dreams are about to come true unless tragedy strikes. By the way, if anybody wants to watch the race, it is live on ESPN. This track is beautiful. The people of Abu Dhabi, I mean, I can't see them. I ain't gonna say men look beautiful, so I ain't gonna say the people are beautiful, but it's a vibrant crowd out there.
You're not securing your sexuality, Mark. You say you're not gonna say men are beautiful. That was funny.
Uh,
Shout out to
respectfully,
Andre.
respectfully.
No. Only reason I brought that up is Andre Darrell. Shout out to Andre Darrell. He did a good video on Abdullah Mason, and he was like, "Now you gonna tell me that you're gonna tell the people that you want to fight that way every time, and have your beautiful face messed up? Pause.
Whoa,
You know what I'm
whoa,
saying? He
whoa!
dropped the
Darrell
pause.
said that.
Yeah, Andre
Darrell said
Darrell
that.
said. Yeah, he did. He said it on his page, man. He said it about Abdullah. Andre
Did he
Darrell.
drop a pause? Did he
He
drop a
did
no
drop a
diddy?
pause. That's why I said
Okay,
pause. He
okay,
said pause.
okay, okay, okay,
He
okay,
dropped a
okay,
pause.
okay, okay,
But he
okay. I was
know.
about to say,
Listen.
dog, that's a wild comment. I
let me
remember.
say. Let me say this though,
Yeah.
and to only people that, and we on Democracy 101, so I'm gonna speak freely. We gotta fun, but at the end of the day, you're only gay if you're attracted to men. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Mark,
I
you know what I'm saying? Speak freely, champ.
I understand that, Beef Brilliant. I understand that saying another man for that is gay because you judging men. You judging men. You assigning you assigning beautiful traits and characteristics to a man. You judging a man based on what you think. You think that man has a beautiful face. So I don't know what's going on in your head when you were looking at this man. So
Hold on,
that's
hold
all
on.
I'm gonna say right there. That's why the pause is necessary. B3. That's why the pause is
Yeah.
necessary to let your people know. Listen,
This-
I'm just saying.
we
He's a
got to hit
good
the
looking
drop.
kid.
We don't
He's
even
a
want to
good
hear you
looking
say
kid.
that.
Okay.
We don't even want to hear
Pause.
you say that.
Pause. Pause.
Yeah, say pause even
Okay.
Nah, that was funny.
I
That
don't
was
know
funny.
what's
I
going.
seen that. He said that pause quick. He was like, Pause. I was like, yeah, you got
Yeah,
to
because
put
he
that
knew
right
it
in the
is
video.
right.
But
You
I'm like,
command another
reshoot
man.
it. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that. Hey, you know, I got. I like. I might
Lord.
have to run it. All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
Yeah. Nah,
That
that's
was.
wild.
I mean, that's
Are
the
you
and
gonna
that's the
keep
dog.
getting in? Are you gonna keep getting into those fights and messing up your beautiful face, Abdullah? Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Oh man, if I'm Abdullah, I'm watching this nigga sideways when he say that. What?
But nah, he ain't thinking about it like that. Most men, they it's like, just move on,
I
man.
guess, I guess,
I
I
mean, how you,
guess.
you ain't gonna call Darrell come on, man. You ain't gonna disrespect it, Andre Darrell.
I judge a
Great
person
fighter.
by their words. I judge a person by their words.
What about their actions, man? Why you gonna see? That's what I'm saying. People are infallible, man. I mean, excuse me. People are fallible. Like people can't be infallible. So people make mistakes. People have Freudian slips. People players fuck up
Yeah,
too, right?
a Freudian slip implies that it's true, that the slip up was the truth. That's what a
But you
Freudian slip
can't. But
implies.
yeah, but here's the situation, Mark. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be honest with yourself, though. Now, if you now, if you trying to avoid those type of comments, I mean, then that's one thing.
I
Hold
mean,
on, I'm
listen,
dropping off some
salute to
food.
Andre Darrell. I'm sure he got some kids. I hope at least I hope he got some kids. I'm sure he has a special lady friend in his life. However, that was a wild comment, and it needed to be said that that was a wild ass comment. But salute to him. He a decent guy.
Yeah, I knew you would like that, Mark.
Lando Norris, that sounded crazy, but Lando Norris is
Yeah,
continuing
that
to
would.
stay in P3.
Come
Continuing
on,
to stay in
Lando.
P3.
Don't let this kid
Max
break it. Don't let this kid make history.
Max Verstappen. Why are you hating on the why are you hating on the kid? Why are you hating on history? Why are you being a hater? What's wrong with you?
As they didn't they keep Lewis Hamilton out? Didn't they?
Hey, they
Didn't they do
did. They
him?
did. They
Okay,
did.
that's
They
what I'm
did.
saying.
They
So
did.
let's keep tradition alive. Don't. Hey, listen. Don't blame me.
You
Don't
know what?
blame
You're
me,
right.
Mark.
You're right. You're 1,000% right. Fuck this nigga Max Verstappen. Fuck
Right.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna job the Grenadian, job this nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk to
Salute to my guy Vamos
him.
Gatos in the chat.
I'm
We
driving right
don't
now. Y'all know I'm working, man. Moving around. I just came up here to
yeah.
say what's up with Mark, man.
We don't root for the Aryans over here. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Talk to
The
him.
4 laps left in this goddamn race.
Yeah. Shout out to my Australian brother, Lando Norris.
Yep. Lando Norris draws strong ties to the Aboriginal people, so he can say nigga. He can say it. Salute to him. Charles Leclerc continues to fall back from Lando Norris, and it appears even more and more that Lando Norris's lead, or rather his P3 finish, is secure. Unless maybe one of those tires locks up and he puts it into the fucking wall. We've seen crazier shit happen. Damn. Margarita Corsetta. Beautiful snow bunny from Italy. I believe that's Lando Norris's lady. Salute to her. Lando Norris has had 152 career race starts, 11 career race wins. This kid, this 20, how old is Lando Norris? Hold on one second. Lando Norris. This 26-year-old, excuse me, from Australia. He came up watching Lewis Hamilton kick ass. Came up watching Michael Schumacher kick ass. Now he's gonna get his chance and his turn to kick some ass too. He's gonna get the finish P3, barring tragedy.
Where we at on laps?
There are 3 laps to go in this goddamn race.
Has it been to your satisfaction, man? Did you enjoy the race?
I mean, yeah, it's been a decent race. It's been decent. It's been I ain't gonna say it was boring. It's been decent. Watching the strategy take place, watching Lando Norris simply just settle into that P3 position. It was expected. However, I ain't gonna say it was boring. It's more with the rear tire. Is he struggling with gaining for Oscar? I don't know what Lando Norris is talking to his engineers about, but salute to Lando Norris, the young champion. You remember when SGA raised that championship over his head? You remember after SGA got traded from the Clippers, and then he raised that raised that trophy over his goddamn head. B3. That's how that's how Lando Norris about to do these niggas. He about to drag his nuts on all of these niggas below him.
Wow.
Salute to the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. We have two
Listen, we
laps to go
working,
in this
man. We trying to
race.
run it up. We got beat down to our socks yesterday. Missed out on the draw, but
You
we
did. You did.
we back, man. We gonna try to get everything in order. Man, shout out to the football season slate. What any good games on today?
Let me see. I ain't really been paying attention to pro football. I'm gonna be
I
honest. Let
bet
me
you
see.
haven't, man.
I have not. We've been looking like garbage. We've been looking like trash. Oh, the Commanders get beat by the Broncos. Put up a decent performance though. The Lions, yeah! The Lions beat the boys. The Lions beat the boys 44-30. Yeah, B3. Friendly 50 B3 on the division. Yeah. Yeah. They got
But you,
Anna de Armas, beautiful little thick Italian actress. They got her with the checkered flag. She will wave Max Verstappen in. Shout out to the Italians, man. The Italians are the European versions of I know black, I Italian.
we still got that 50 on the NFC Championship game, right?
Yes, we do. And the Super Bowl. I ain't scratching nothing, boy.
All right, just making sure,
I'm
making
just
sure.
continuing to tally up the friendly 50s.
Yeah, it's not looking
Yeah.
good right now.
We got 2 laps to go in this race. We on lap 57. The Arabs are on their feet. The cars of Alpines, the Frenchies, have looked like absolute garbage today. They have looked like absolute bums today. Pierre Gasly and Cologne, whatever the fuck his name. I mean, who cares? He's a Frenchman driving a French car. Who? Could you spell irrelevancy any better than that? Screw both of them. They're both in last place. We're coming up for the last lap. We're coming up for the last lap.
Hey, listen. Shout out to the sport of boxing. It looked Lando Norris. Is he taking it? Is he taking it, Mark?
Lando Norris is currently taking it. He is taking it. He is continuing to take it. We
Whoa.
are into the final lap of the F1 season. Max Verstappen is gonna put another race win on his already storied career. But the kid, Lando Norris, so many sleepless nights, so many nights staying up with the engineers, fine tuning that car. Now the McLarens are going to add another storied season to their already storied history. Another Constructors' Championship, and now a Drivers' Championship. Unless can Lando Norris, one of his tires, get punctured? Will one of his tires get punctured on this final lap?
Shout out to the good Australian brother, man. Let him get his win.
Hell nah. Nah. I'm rooting for history. I don't care about the Aryan ties to Max Verstappen. I want Max Verstappen to win his 5th straight championship. Can Max Verstappen 5-peat? Doesn't look like it, but nonetheless, this has been an
Is it
epic season.
is it over yet? That's the
It
longest
is
lap
not.
ever.
It is not. But Max Verstappen comes into the checkered flag. He does it. Max Verstappen did it. Max Verstappen wins the race. But Lando Norris, the kid, Oscar
Smart.
Piastri comes in for P2. And Lando Norris has done it. Lando Norris is the F1 Drivers' Champion. Lando Norris has done it. The kid is crying. He's holding his helmet. His mother is crying. His father is crying. His goddamn brother is crying. They know who this kid is. They know where he had to come from. They came from the slums of Australia, the very bottom of the hottest desert.
Smart.
Unbelievable. What?
You a crazy guy, man. Listen, that was a great drop for Max Verstappen. You got to be on camera for that, man. That would have been crazy. So
Absolutely.
when you post it, because that's what I'm saying. The people want to see a black man support whites.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy. But
So
B3
no, I'm
picks, it
being
goes straight to
honest.
hell.
No,
This
I'm
was a
being
beautiful
honest. If
season.
you should have, you already know we working.
I should have been cabbed up uh next season. Next season. Next season. This is the end of the motorsport season. We're gonna be back this January, this February with World Rally Championship. The snow bunnies are crying everywhere. The snow bunnies of Lando Norris and McLaren are crying. They are certainly beautiful. Shout out to the snow bunnies. We see them everywhere, every race. They always provide beautiful entertainment. Lando Norris is cheering to the people. He's cheering to the people as he goes by. Shout out to Lando Norris, a champion. Lando Norris is like Jalen Hurts. He's that guy that everybody rooted against. He's that guy everybody picked against. And now he's a goddamn champion. Unbelievable races. Unbelievable races.
Hell
Truly
of a
unbelievable.
race. Hell of a race.
Lando Norris is wiping his tear ducts. He's wiping his tear ducts. The kid has done it. The kid has done it. He's achieved immortality. The fireworks are going off. We got 7 people in the building, man. Please smash that like button. Shout out to my brother B3 Picks coming
Sa-
through.
Salute to the family, Crush the Legend. I got a little background. I'm in Food Line right now, and shout out to the homie Free. We working,
Yo,
man.
absolutely. Absolutely. This has been an unbelievable weekend of sports. An unbelievable weekend. Well, yesterday, the championship weekend was pretty buns up until the 9 o'clock game schedule with Indiana and Ohio State, and then Virginia Duke. Virginia looking like a bunch of chumps, looking like they weren't ever built to make the playoffs to begin with. So why should they make the playoffs? Duke, the quarterback Darian Mensah, the quarterback I've been talking about all season, puts those Virginia, UVA, Charlottesville racists in their place, sends them back to Charlottesville in style. Salute to my guy, Mad Chad, Crush the OG, Vamos Gatos, my brother Canes, B3 Picks, D Frilio, everybody that came through, man. Thank you so much for smashing the like button. Thank you so much for staying and listening to my watch along live time and commentary of this Formula One finale. This has been an unbelievable season. It's been an unbelievable epic season. You see the emotions from Oscar Piastri. The kid has achieved his dream. B3 picks. You got any more? You got anything else? Oh no, my brother B3 picks is out of here. But thank you so much for pulling up B3 picks. Once again, shout out to everybody that came through. If you're still in the building and you haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button again. This is going to be the end Ah, and Lando Norris does the pose. He raises both his hands up to the heavens. His mother and father looking on proudly at their creation. Lando Norris hugging his engineers. Lando Norris and Max Verstappen hugging each other, congratulating each other. Oscar Piastri, who was the championship leader through basically the entire season, hugging his teammate Lando Norris. Epic, epic stuff. But we're gonna be back with more motorsports racing next year, spring, next year, more February time. That's when I think DTM is gonna start. It's been an absolute honor calling these races for you, beautiful people. Marky Dan the Historian. Full throttle frequency. Catch you people next time, man. Peace out.